All right, I should be live, and I'm only live on let's see. Guys, can you hear me over there on YouTube? Hi, you guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? I'm on StreamYard. Okay. Candace is coming. She's running a little late. She's getting her little grub on, which is fine. I am only streaming on YouTube right now. That's the disadvantage of being on StreamYard because, well, I didn't set up the Twitch. I haven't used StreamYard in so long. So the Twitch is not set up. I think, what else am I allowed to stream on with StreamYard? I don't know. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think I'm allowed to do Twitch, but oh boy, I don't know. Guys, you're gonna see me do this a lot because I'm like, what is that for? Oh, there were the comments. Okay, I see the comments. Okay. Boy, ain't nothing like my OBS, I swear. I can hear you from YouTube. Yeah, I'm only on YouTube though. It's not showing on my website. It's not showing on Kick, and I'm not showing on Twitch. So because of this, and don't worry, let me just say this. Once the interview is over, once our discussion is over, then I will be multi-streaming on the 3. So there's that. I hate this. I'm not paying for professional StreamYard. I use OBS for free. I use it for free. And I don't need to be doing all this stuff. Like what? Like oh my gosh. So so when we finish, and she'll let me know when I gave her the link. So if anything happens, she'll let me know. So we'll just talk. Since there's only one chat I get to look at. Let me make sure I'm comparing the chats together. OBS is the go-to for streaming. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's the go-to for streaming. So it is what it is. All right. So you look good today. Do I really with this big old hat on my head? I swear. I swear. So I'm looking forward to this interview. I'm looking forward to this 101. I told her we had a good old time talking about predators and prey last time. And so I told her we're going to probably have it. Listen, I know some people want to have like a heads up, but I tend to I'm really good at having a conversation. Tree, you should give that t-shirt to Pearl. Maybe it will make her look like she got some boobs. The t-shirts don't make you look like you got boobs. Boobs make you look like you got boobs. That's the difference. You gotta have boobs to make you look like you got boobs. Okay, hold on. That might be her. Okay. So there's that. So once I see her coming to the back, I'll let her up. For facts educated Tyrone, nothing will help her. Nothing. Or maybe a paper bag over her head will probably help her. Maybe a paper bag over her head. Okay, so there's that. Ace, if you want me to answer that question, you better put some money in my pocket. The hell you think this is? I never seen you before anyway. You gonna come in new asking me a question like that? You better give some super chats. Well, Okay. Yeah, yeah, or if the rest of us are struck blind, she would put a bag over her head before any of us are struck blind, honey. Okay. 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 Tell y'all gonna playing me, boy. You. I've been in chat before, yeah, but you need to have some money. You asking dusty questions. I'ma need me some money. $20 minimum. And I need to thank Anissa for that. Okay. Anissa, can you guys hear that? Uh-oh. Is that coming through? That might only be coming through on my did y'all hear that through my speakers or did y'all hear that through probably didn't even hear that through the system. The kickbox links let you use different voices. Yeah, but they can't even use kickbox because I don't have that up. So if anybody use any of the, I'll play it. I'll play all the voices. I'll play everything afterwards. But that's the disadvantage on StreamYard. I can't use. See, when I'm on OBS, all of the donations show up. You know what I mean? So the donation shows up and they show up and you get to hear it. Like I asked you guys, were you able to hear the Tree? Not sure if you noticed, but FNF lost 10K subs on YouTube. Why? What happened? What happened, Olivia? Now that may looks like I may have a video coming up real soon. If that's the case. Oh God, I gotta make a political video today. I heard there was a shooting that happened at a high school or a school today. Yeah, Nisa, because you know how that is. These people come in and they want to get a clippable moment. I know people want to get a clippable moment, but I'll give you your clips. You're gonna have to pay me though. I'm not stupid. They doing it to me on Twitter too. They sitting up here trying to catch me. They're trying to sit up here and they try to bait me. You know what I'm saying? Into saying something about the drama. I got lots to say, but I'm gonna say it if you want me to say it, I'm gonna say it at my own time, or you gonna pay me. I'm gonna need some quad. I'm gonna need some quad. You want a clippable moment? My money, baby. My money. From 1.57 million to 1.6, they've been stuck at 1.7 since August. So you're telling me some old news, Olivia? They have. Wait a minute. They've been stuck at 156 since August. They're currently at 156, right? The way you're explaining it to me is confusing. No, they recently went. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. So you should have said they were stuck at 157 since August, and now they're at 156. Then I wouldn't be confused. Okay. I'd be like, what? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what happened? Why? What happened to make 10,000? Myron was on stream earlier this evening defending Destiny. Well, I mean, they defend each other, so that's nothing. I mean, Myron loves Hitler. Myron defends Nick Fritos. I mean, are we really shocked about Myron hating women? The shooting, a girl and a boy was hit. Girl passed and shooter took himself out. The other boy will recover. Jay, was that a targeted? Oh, here she go. She's here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let her set up her camera first before I put her up. Okay. Okay, she got Lady Valentine. Are we doing another change? Okay. I'm letting her set her camera up there. She got Lady Valentine. Yay, because y'all know how I felt about that name, Candace. Okay. All right, I'm about to add her on stage. What's up, girl?
I want to see if this is close enough. Okay.
Oh my God, look at the flowers. Look at the beautiful flowers, girl.
Thank you. I love flowers. They
Hold
keep
on.
me in good headspace.
Okay. So, okay, wait. What's going on? We got a new name now?
Oh no. So my artist name is the Lady Valentine, but my name is Candace Valentine. So I go by either or. Because previously I was Empress, and a lot of people still know me as that, as Empress. So I kind of moved up. My artist name would be Lady V. So Lady Valentine, that's my Instagram name. The Lady Valentine, that's my Instagram name. And then my name is Candace Valentine. But I want to come on here.
I know you said your PR representative was like, due to Candace Valentine, but personally, I think Lady Valentine or Lady V is way better. People can remember it. Also, let's not forget that Candace can be spelled several different ways. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And
So the
plus people.
Candace was, is really a good marketing for me because
Is it though? Is you think it's more marketing than Lady Valentine?
um, so when specifically people
Okay.
they identify me with Candace. They say I look like her. As soon as people see me, they say I look
Really?
like her. I don't look like her, but
No, you don't look good, child. Please, you look way better than them damn Candace
they,
owners.
they
Okay.
they always think that the people, black people, with the same skin color, we look like, must look like, it's the same skin color.
Right. 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 Right.
We don't have literally any similar features. So my management team, and my name is Candace.
Right.
And so
Yeah, I
I
know.
forgot that. Sometimes I
Yeah.
forget that.
Yeah.
So I was like, it can make people. I was reading the comments on the whatever podcast, and everybody keeps saying Candace, Candace, Candace. Every video I do. So the
Mm.
people that pay the most money, they associate me with her beauty, but this her opposite, like almost like Candace evil twin. That's what they call me.
Hold up. You are her good sister because Candace is a POS. She is evil. Dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about. I've noticed this and I've said this on Twitter. I have never seen the biggest simps for Candace. Let me just say this. I know Candace personally. Candace is a very evil person. Me and her have personal history. Okay. So she's just not a nice person. And only reason she's so adored is because the white Republicans have they have a fascination and a deep love for the acceptance of black people, right? And
I don't even think that that's anymore though now. Like I was reading some supremacist comments, and she could say what she wanted, but they still don't accept her because who she is.
yeah, but the supremacists make up like less than 2% of the Republican Party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even that, probably 1%. But I am around these people, and I would have to say overwhelming majority of whites, mainly white men. Though it doesn't matter. Candace could kill a baby tomorrow and they'll blame it on somebody else. I literally retweeted, I really quote tweeted some freaking white boy sitting up here saying that the reason why Candace turned evil and the reason why she's against Israel is because of her white gay husband.
Wow.
Said
You know,
she didn't turn this way until she married George Foreman. I was like, what?
I never.
Mind you, hold on. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Mind you, I want you to understand. Candace was even evil when she was on the left. Candace is the one who had a doxing site who said it was okay, and I got the video. It's all on my other channel, saying that it's okay to dox children as young as 9 because you can teach them how to be respectful on the internet. That's just how evil she is. white people don't care as long as they can use her as a mouthpiece to show how they're not racist. And they're not. Let me just be clear. They're not racist. But because they're so insecure and they don't like to be considered racist because they're Republican, they hide behind that daggone heifer.
Um, people, no, people, not people, women, black women that never step out their natural hair. Like, have you ever seen Candace's natural hair? No, you've not. That
No,
tells me
no,
a
no,
lot
no.
about them. It shows me a lot about them that they don't like themselves. Because she's
Yeah.
always talking about weave and this and that. Like, herself, we've never seen her natural hair. And her hair been, to me, her hair been at the same length for 5, 6, 7, 8 years now.
Girl, she don't know what to do with it. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna share my
She don't
experience with
like
you.
it. It's not she don't know how to do it. She doesn't like it because
No,
she
she
knows
doesn't.
that her fan base is gonna look at her funny in her natural state.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you the power of the afro. And my chat can tell you this. I put on an afro wig this past Monday because I used to play this character called Shaquita Jackson, where I mocked being a Republican, saying black Republican talking points and talking about eating butter biscuits and this and the other. I put that wig on. Girl, I got over $340 in donations. They loved the wig. They was like, oh my God, you need to wear that wig often. You're Foxy Brown, you Cleopatra Jones, you did that. It was like they were going crazy. And I was sitting there, if it's on my political channel, not this channel. But girl, Candace, I looked at the replay. I was like, wow, y'all really like this wig. And this it's and I'm saying to myself, maybe I need to, because I need to hustle something. I need to get some bills paid, some major things paid on my own right here. And I was like, maybe I need to wear that wig more often since it seems to have an enchanting on them, because there's something about it
Yes.
where they just love that afro wig. I do look good in it, by the way, but still, it just goes to your point of the natural hair. I have dreadlocks, which is plaited right now, but
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, she's just no. I don't understand. She could be more powerful if she did do the natural every now and then.
Mhm. I always tell I always tell females, you always need to do trial and error with your looks. And if you get a compliment in something, in a specific color, in a specific hairstyle, you need to continue to wear those colors, those hairstyles. That's makeup look. Don't keep experimenting. Like, once you've done another experiment and you're trying to, like, get people's attention, if you have a yellow dress on and you got 3, 4 compliments in a day, or 5, 4, that is your look. You need to continue that look.
All right, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And I thought to when I saw the response, the overwhelming response, and the response was so great. I had to do another stream by that same day by demand, because I was only going to do the inauguration, right? So I was like, okay, we're going to cover the inauguration. But then it was like, can you cover the parade? Can you cover the parade? I said, dude, I'm hungry. They said, well, go eat and then come back. I came back still. The praises, the donations, everything was great. I was like, okay. And so I'm paying attention to what they're reacting to the most. Okay. I know there's certain hairstyles that they react to a lot. Of course, they don't like the hat, but it's like whenever I'm in my convenience, I don't care. Look, I put the hat on. But it's like
Uh-huh.
whenever I'm like, okay, I want to impress, it's like, okay, I would do something with my locks. But I'm my question to you is like, the afro worked. Is it not? Okay, we already know that's number one, right? So is it not feasible to like see if other things work? It looks like to me having bone straight hair doesn't seem like they're gonna react. I haven't done it, by the way. I do have one wig that has long hair that is straightened. I don't know if
Keep
they're gonna
trying
react to
different
that.
things. Keep trying different colors,
Yeah.
different styles, and then once you get like I would say at least 5 different hairstyles, and you can go in and out of it. So therefore, you never experiment.
Ah.
You have years of experiments. Like I say, really, your early 20s is the years of your experiment with your style, with your hair color, all these things. But if you didn't experiment in your 20s, you know, at least get like 5 different ones or different looks. So just try different looks. And I say, or maybe even take a year. Take a year to just keep in and out of different hairstyles and see what type of reaction you get. These is a, well, to be honest, all wigs for me is a moneymaker. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I
Maybe I
can't
just have
pull
that
off no
face.
blonde wig like you like that the when the last one we did where you had
Mhm.
the black streaks and the
Mhm.
highlights. That wig looked phenomenal on you, right?
Thank you.
I
I just
couldn't
had
rock
a
a wig
ginger
like that.
one. I have a red one. And you know, tips to the females, I do not no longer spend hundreds of dollars in artificial beauty anymore. It's a way to keep you poor. I don't think it keeps a lot of like the black community poor by profiting off of our insecurities.
Yeah.
If you're not making $100,000, $70,000, $1 million, there's no reason why you should be spending $500, $1,000 for a wig.
Woo! Is that
I used
how
to
much
do it.
those things cost? Are you serious?
Yes, I used to do it. And one day I just realized that I'm literally wearing my rent on my head. Uh,
Girl, no! Five
so,
hundred dollars.
oh, and it takes so much time to do too. Like the human hair, you have to style it. So these days, I honestly prefer the synthetic wigs. All I have to do is pop them on. I don't have to curl them. I don't have to style them. They're already styled and they stay styled. But if you're not rich, I don't believe that you should be buying hundreds and $300 and $400 hair, despite what people might tell you. Like I feel like a lot of black women are obsessed with was like the lace wig and making it look real and spending
Yeah,
this money
yeah,
and that money, but
yeah.
everybody already knows it's not real. So why does it matter?
Right.
Like literally, we know that that's not your hair. So why spend so much money trying to create an illusion that everybody already knows when they look at you that it's a weave anyways? Um,
Yeah.
the perfection of weave is stupid, honestly. It's not a smart idea because it's like I prefer the half wig. Like this is a half wig, $20. I try not to spend more than like forty
Girl, my
dollars
afro
on
costs
her.
$20. The afro I have is synthetic. It's $20. It look real because
Mm-hmm.
it's very kinky
Kinky
hair.
hair, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like $20, and it's like the thought of paying over. I guess you say the thought of paying over $35 for a wig is just like nah. And not only that though, but because so many people are ignorant about our hair, I can't even tell you how many times I'm told that I have that my they think I have braids in my and they're fake hair. I'm like, this is my real hair, dumbass. They are small dreadlocks, okay? And it's like some people just don't know. Even if you got real hair like me, they still think it's a weave or it's some fake hair that's braided.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sister locks.
Yeah.
Um, instead of spending money, this is what other races do. Instead of spending the most money on artificial beauty, you're supposed to spend it on your natural beauty. So instead of using the 500, 600, $700 to buy a wig, you could get spa. What other races do, go to the spa. Spa trip costs like, here, the J Juice Spa and Duluth, it's $40. You been to that one?
I haven't been in Duluth in so long. I used to go to Spa Sedale, but they closed that down. But that was many years ago, honey, when I used to do
J Juice,
domination.
J Juice Spa in Duluth, it's $40 entry, right? They have 8 different type of saunas free.
Woo! Wow!
Hot
Hold on.
tub
Let me get
free.
my pen. I got my pen. Hold on a second. What's the name of that damn spa again?
JEJU Spa. It's a 24-hour spa, so you can
24
sleep the night.
hours.
You can sleep like you spend the night. Everybody brings like a yoga mat, and you spend the night. So you get to access the sauna, the hot tub, and they have all these different type of saunas. So they have a restaurant inside. So the only add-ons is stuff like nails, massages, but all of the amenities like the pool, the hot tub, the showers, all that's free. The gym, they have a gym up there. They have everything, and only to enter $40 for 24 hours.
Let me repeat that back to you because it looks like I'm going to have to bring my husband and I up there for a staycation. You're saying, because I'm a sauna woman, okay? And the saunas down here, I left the gym.
Expensive. One
Yeah,
hour, $100.
right. They're crazy. And saunas are, see, let me tell you what I don't do. I don't do infrared saunas. I do the stone saunas, okay?
They
So
have
I'm a,
charcoal sauna. They have amethyst sauna. They have clay sauna. They have dry sauna. They have steamy sauna. They have marble sauna. They have so many different types of saunas. The amethyst crystal one. I think they have a rose quartz sauna.
what?
Hmm?
Okay. I like it really, 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 really hot.
The steamy sauna. I should mention it is a nude spa on the, but we're not all together. So when you step out in the public area, we have on our uniforms. But on the bathroom, the side, we're like all naked. So the steamy sauna, it getting hot in there. Like it's full. You can't even see nothing. It's just full of steam. And that's
Yeah.
the one I do the most. I try in the 24 hours. I try to go back and forth with a routine. Go upstairs, do my cardio, come downstairs, do some yoga, get a massage, you know, and I
I
bring
like
like
I
for
got we
hours.
got a steam. We actually we have a personal steam sauna, right? We have a steam thing, right? But I like the dry sauna. I like to just go in there dry and it makes me sweat. I want to go where it's going to make me sweat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they have those type of saunas.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have.
the dry sauna is right next to the steam sauna, and then there's three hot tubs, three different temperature hot tubs, and then there's like the showers, these hot showers. They give you shampoo, conditioner. They have the vaginal what do you call it, bath. You know the steam
Yeah,
bath,
yeah.
everything, hot stoves, and yeah, 24 hours. So I just try to like go back and forth from different saunas, different 24
So
hours.
I can go work out and hit the sauna afterwards, and
Yep.
then have the rest area.
And then take a shower, and then get in the hot tub, get in the sauna,
All
and
of
then
this for $40.
yep. That's what's keeping me here, you know. Like I'm gonna use the most that I can use out of it. All of it for $40,
Girl,
and in the
$40
restaurant.
is cheap. Is but see, Duluth is a good section though. I don't expect no.
Oh,
Duluth is
oh
a
yeah,
nice
that's what I
area.
noticed because I've never been to Duluth. So right here is the sauna. Right next to there is like an Arab place. Right across the street is the Chili's, is a Hooters. The mall is 3 minutes away, and it has all of these like Korean restaurants. So
Okay,
it's like
last question because you sold this to me. Last question. If I Is there in and out? So is the pass good for just 24 hours? So for example, if I go in there at 8 o'clock in the morning and I leave about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, can I come back at 4 p.m.?
you have to stay inside. You have to stay inside.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay, no problem. I can do that. forty
Leaving out
dollars,
means like
sure.
leaving out means you're checked out. But to be honest, if you're not busy, you kind of wouldn't want to do it because, like I said, you can even if you don't. I personally didn't like the food. I should have ordered like ramen and stuff, but I'm like kind of low carb. So
Yeah, same here.
I ordered some food. I ordered some alcohol because you can't bring alcohol inside, and they let you. They're pretty chill. They let you eat it in the front desk, in the front area. You can drink your alcohol or eat whatever food that you did bring. The Korean, even the massages and the treatments are really cheap. So yeah, I definitely I try to go twice a week for the full 24 hours, and it's definitely worth it. You should come out looking like a completely different person.
Yeah, obviously you would. Oh my God. Wait a minute, wait, hold on. Let me ask you something about the food. So if you're on a keto or even a pescatarian, they do more carbs than that, or I'm sure you could
Well,
just
they
say
have like
don't.
I got a fish and fries, and I didn't like the fish, but everybody else gets like the ramen, like the full ramen thing, because that's what they're best at. But no, they don't. I think they might have steamed vegetables, but to me, they don't have that much low carb options.
Okay, I'll
That's
just
why
do
I
the
just
vegetable.
order
So I can
food.
so you can bring your own food though, but
Just
you can also
yeah, just eat in the front.
okay. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that cuz I'm the same way. I'm
But in
like
the nighttime, obviously, they're not going to be able to see you, so you could bring your food to your mat and pillow. And
yeah.
everybody's just out. We all sleep on the floor, so like everybody's just like spread out with their mats and pillows.
Well, oh my God, girl, I had no idea. It took you to come to my state to tell me about a about a spa that's Duluth up. Child, please,
Because I was
absolutely.
gonna do, what do you call it? The LA Fitness, because sauna is really important for me as well.
Yeah,
I
they're
like
very
the sauna,
important.
but
Yeah,
I cannot afford to spend, $100 for an hour, like, because an hour doesn't really do that much. An hour a week
right.
doesn't do that
No,
much.
same
So,
here. Same here. You and I got that in common. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
I
I
just get
have to.
used to it.
I like sauna. We have a steam, but it's. I'm telling you, the benefit is the sauna because I like it when it promotes you to sweat, and I literally stay probably in the sauna probably for like if it's really hot, 45 minutes. Come out, sweat it out, drink my water, and then go back in there for another 20 to 30 minutes. That's how I like to do my sauna. It's not no one and done for me. It's like going in there, then coming out, like just let all that detox, let all that profuse sweat come out, dry off, take a shower, and then go back in there.
Hmm. Yep. So that's what I do. Like I usually come in and I might have something heavy to eat. So I would do a carb because anytime I'm going in there, I know I'm going to burn a lot of energy. So I will have something to eat and then I'll go in. I usually just take a nap first because I'm usually tired all the time. I don't know why I don't work. uh, well, I'm not tired all the time, but I always want to just relax for some reason. So I do that, and then I go work out and make sure I get to like maybe like 700 because just treadmill. It's a cardio room, so you're not gonna have weights in there. Just like cardio, like
Okay,
bicycles,
so no
treadmills.
resistant training, just cardio.
Yeah, and nobody be in there because a lot of them are not. They're not coming from the gym. Which is coming from like the sauna. But so usually I'm up there alone. I do my yoga a couple of times. Yeah.
You know yoga, so there's no yoga instructor. You're just doing your own yoga
Yeah,
on your
I
own.
know yoga, so I'm able to use. Are you familiar with hot yoga?
Yeah, of course. That's the only way any of my friends, my best friends, can get me to do yoga is hot yoga. I can't. I don't want to do no other yoga if it ain't hot yoga
So
because I'm
I do
not a
the
fan
hot
of yoga.
yoga. I do the hot yoga in the amethyst sauna, which is pretty hot.
Oh, okay,
So it's like
okay.
kind of like that's like price deal because hot yoga is expensive. I was doing.
Very.
I had a free trial with Core Power and Cali, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to say the Core Power is about maybe $300 a month or $200 a month to do yoga books in a hot ass room. I'm not knocking them, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the cheapest way to do it. So doing it in a sauna is like way cheaper as long as you know the moves, then you're good to go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've done hot. That's what I'm saying. They'll get me on their guest pass because they how much money they pay, they're allowed to have a guest come in with them. And
Uh-huh.
so, if they I tell them like if it ain't no hot yoga, don't even invite me because I don't want I it's so boring to me. The only way I could do yoga is if a hot yoga. What other so these are some awesome self-care tips you got. What else you got?
Well, I've not been here that long, but I would say, oh, Decatur. I don't think it's called downtown Decatur, but um, it's just a good, walking space. You're familiar with Decatur?
I'm very familiar with Decatur. I
Right,
stay the
right
hell
next
out
to
of
the train
Decatur.
station. Right next to the train station, they have this place called the Reading Room, and it's a like only cafe type of bar place. And so you meet a lot of different type of people there, and it's like, yeah, like I said, it's a cafe and a bar slash restaurant.
Yeah.
But
Um,
self care, like I said, instead of spending so much money on artificial beauty, you should spend the what $1,000. You could get so much spa treatments, and it's gonna feel way more
girl,
better than a week. It's gonna make you
that
look like way more better. They got scalp massages that actually try to make your real hair grow. The key is to wear the wigs for a short amount of time until you get enough hair, because
yeah.
because when you continuously because when you have something sewn on your head and glued on your head,
See, I
it's like
couldn't do any of that though. It looks like it'll tear off your
a
edges
helmet.
and it
It looks like a helmet. And now these days they're so like slick and clean. It just looks fake. So no matter how you make the lace look, it just looks so. It doesn't go with our features as black people. It doesn't go when it's so like straight. There's no frizziness. There's no like. It's just so silky. I don't
Yeah.
like the way I look in like bone straight hair. It doesn't compliment me.
I realize like I have so far I have the afro wig. I have my Donna Summer wig, but I love that wig. Okay, I just love that Donna Summer wig. My husband doesn't like it, but he loves the afro, but he doesn't love the Donna Summer. I love that wig, and then of course I have a straight wig with a bang. I may test that out, but when I look at it, I don't look like me. Did that make sense? It seems
Mhm.
like I I'm better with your natural looking black hair than
Aesthetic.
your yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. But occasionally, it is good to look like a different person. I notice you attract different people depending on what you look like.
Yeah.
So if you get, that's another thing when you're experimenting, not just when people compliment you, what type of people are complimenting you?
Oh, good
Is
point.
is the people that you want? Because like when you have them, let me think of a style, pink lace front. That hairstyle is gonna attract a totally different crowd than maybe like a box braids. So when you put your style, make sure you're trying to. If you're looking for a certain man, you have to look like that type of woman to attract that certain man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I noticed like a lot of times with sugar daddies, rich men, they like the highlights. They like the curly afro, but they really like when it has some type of highlights. Like if it's straight, they like the highlights.
Like
Like
the wig you had on with my first interview with you, right?
yeah, yeah, something like
That wig
that.
is awesome. Looks looks so good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So okay, now I want to talk because listen, I know you was like, what we're going to talk about, and of course, I said, girl, when I get her on here, I got lots of things I can talk to her about because it's like it really shocked me that you said that you were the a prey, but you took on a predator persona. But when I listen to you, because it's like you and I have a lot in common. When you say
Mhm.
you don't, when you were at the whatever podcast, and that you were not engaging, you stood to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
have that
everybody kept asking me, "Oh, why she's not smiling? Why she's not smiling?" Because
right.
I'm in predator mode, and I'm not going to. When you smile, and all the girls were so happy and like to be there, they're the ones the first to cry after get off the show. They're the ones the first to lose their emotional distress. I told the girls from the time I was on the second show, and that's the show that you saw. I told them that we are not friends and everybody's about to turn against each other. So I don't know why y'all, smiling and laughing and kicking. We're not friends.
What advice do you give? Because I'm the type of person that like I have a couple of sister groups, and one of the concerns of the women I keep hearing a lot from, and I want your input on this, is that I tell them stop being nice when somebody like disrespect you, violate your boundaries. Just go for that throat, like cut their freaking throat, right? But they care so much about not being liked, and they care so much about appearing mean, and
Uh
I
huh.
don't care. I have no problem being the bad guy. I have no problem with everybody hating me if you because I don't care. It's like people pay sympathy to the weakest person in the room, and the strongest one is ignored. But the women, for the overwhelming majority, do not like being ignored. They don't like being vilified. They don't like it when they are painted as the bad guy, even though they are defending themselves. What do you care? And they don't like being painted as a bitch. Actually, what do you
Mm-hmm.
say about those type of women? What do you
Pick me.
say to those women?
Pick me. Pick Misha. Pick Nina. Pick them. That's the Asian one. Pick Misha the black one. Pick Nina. is the Latino one, and Hickam is the Asian one. And like I said on the previous podcast, majority of his show are filled with pygmies, and usually they're going back and forth with each other over a
Yes.
man. But it doesn't really even seem like he likes women because
No.
even the woman that he showed that he was dating, it was like an Asian girl.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Like he had her kissing his feet when he come through the door, and he
I don't
exploited
believe
it.
she did that. If she did, then I'm like, she's the
Yeah, he
dumbest.
showed the video. He showed the video. He exploited her. So it's like the woman that he does like, which is like small Asians, which that shows a lot about men who like small. To me, I have a
Oh,
stereotype
he
about them.
showed you guys the video.
Yeah,
What
he
is
showed
up
it. He
with
showed it on
men
the podcast
showing
at work.
videos of
He showed it
women
on
being
TV.
humiliated? I don't know what this is about.
I guess that I mean, jokes on him because he thinks that she's just a stupid Asian that's submissive. But I'm pretty sure it's a green card involved, it's money involved, and he's not gonna let me see that part. He's gonna just make it seem like
Ah,
that's why
yeah,
he's kissing
agree,
his
agree.
feet.
Who gonna
I mean,
kiss his crusty feet for
Asian
free?
women are smart. Asian people are not stupid. They're some of the smartest people in the world. She has a bigger plan, a bigger plan. They're not together. That's why he said ex girlfriend. So I wonder what it is that he's done.
Oh,
Yes,
they're
ex
no
girlfriend.
longer together. Ah, girl. Okay, give me that tea, girl. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. So,
I remember on this show, there was this Asian girl. She was not an OnlyFans girl, and she talked about how she slept with, I want to say she said 30 something or 60 something guys. And he just didn't really, he never ridiculed her like he ridiculed me. And it made sense on the second episode when he put up his Asian girlfriend because he has an Asian fetish, so they can do no wrong in his eyes.
well, a lot of white men look at Asian women as doormats, submissive. They don't
But they
argue.
have
They
a
don't.
bigger plan. That's why they're just good actors. They're the best actors.
I agree.
Latina break character a lot. They be submissive up until you push one of their buttons and they come out of character. Asian women are just better at staying in character. Because, it's very hard. Sharon teaches this all the time, but it's very hard to stay in character when you're dealing with a man and all this shit. So, excuse my language. But,
Yeah.
what you call it? Asian women just have the ability to hold character no matter what you're saying, no matter what you're doing. They always can just see the bigger picture, the bigger plan, and they don't get distracted. They're very focused on what their plan is.
Yeah, we there's a saying and I know you know who this is. Shira Seven. She says, be smart but act dumb, right? And
Exactly.
so and that's exactly it seemed like that's exactly what
That's
they're
what they
doing.
do. That's what they live by. Because I'm a woman who does that. Now, let me tell you, there are a lot of men will give up information that they would never say to a smart woman. They would say things that they would never say. Like the last so many white men have been very comfortable saying the N word in front of my face because I didn't say anything and I act like I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. So they just like, and I kind of like it. It just shows their real, like what they really think, how they really,
Hmm.
what they say in front of like a normal black
Hmm.
person, probably
Uh-huh.
not because they know what's going to happen. But they view me like us, like not knowing. And then when you act stupid, do you know that they tell you that you're so smart? Yes, they tell you that you're so smart and intelligent. I always tell them this. What's just when I say ask ladies, when I say to ask them about everything, when they ask me about the war, oh, what war? We're in the war right now. When they ask me about the inauguration, who's President Trump? Like I just act like you don't know nothing about nothing, and the more they will expose who they really are to you.
Oh my God, girl. Like, oh hey, where
I
did
used to be I used to be like when I was much younger. I always wanted to share my information that I learned with other people, and then it just didn't make sense. Like, why don't people care? Like what I'm trying to tell them.
they
It's
don't?
because like people are intimidated kind of by knowledge. Some people like it, but a lot of people are intimidated by it because they really don't want to know it. And so it's like, especially with men, they don't want you to feel like you're smarter than them. The
Right,
man always wants to feel like they're the smartest ones, and that's what you have to
right.
make them feel like.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
more they think you're incapable and unable, the more they will do for you. The more the stupider they see you, they're like, oh yeah, she can't go to Cali alone. She needs someone because they have it in their mind that you can't be alone and you don't know that much and you're not that smart. Let me help her.
I learned that trick early on. Like a lot of game I've learned from my dad, right? Because my dad was a womanizer. And so when I got into my early 20s, I used to, like, I'm in college. I'm a junior in college, and I joined this sorority, and I know this blah blah blah. And they weren't impressed. They weren't impressed. One time I've been drinking. I used to drink a lot when I was in college. One time I was tipsy. It was right. We just came from a football game that night, and I just happened to be sitting around a couple of the guys from the other team that were from the other school. And so we were just actually, and some of them were chess players, and some of them were basically like from the pep rally, blah blah blah. And so they were actually having a conversation, and some of them was saying something so stupid, but I was feeling so nice and buzzed. I started to
I
just
think a
ask
little buzz
questions.
from your mic. It's like a little buzz from your mic.
Is it? Hold on. Wait a minute. Are you sure? No, no, no.
Yeah, every time you talk.
God, hold on. Let me talk to my chat. Hey, I hear it. What is? I wonder, is it this thing instead of I do hear the buzzing, but it can't be it can't be my mic. It must be the Streamlabs. Hold on a second. Chat, can you hear it? Yeah, they can hear it. Yes, there's a little buzzing when you talk. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust some things here. Gosh, even when I talk low, it's still doing it. Okay. So, oh, I'm gonna have to find another solution. So when you come back on again, I may not use StreamYard. Um,
I have a YouTube channel. I just posted a YouTube video about 2 days ago, so I'm gonna start doing YouTube way more this year, every other day. I'm
okay,
trying
good.
to elevate my brand and expand it, like my personality and all that stuff, and grow
Mm-hmm.
with marketing and stuff.
Yeah. I
Because
gotta
everybody, I don't know, you don't know this, but everybody knows me as the Empress of Nudity. And that's why I had to rebrand because I just didn't like how when I'm in public, that's how people are acknowledging me. Empress of Nudity. It's so embarrassing, like especially when I'm with people that don't know that. Um, so I wanted something more royal, more
well, I
respectable.
wouldn't even call you all those names. I just say Empress.
Well, that's what I was calling myself. Like that was one of my handles, Empress of Nudity. But it's just
Yeah.
like certain people that are like just evil and mean will just try to embarrass you what they don't understand.
Ah, okay.
So if
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
if I had a title in America, Americans wouldn't come with like scream Empress of Nudity. That they have like common sense not to do that in public, where when it's a woman. But sad to say, there are certain people that want to see you get hurt, that want to see you get humbled, that want to see bad things happen to you because
Yeah.
you just don't do that when you're to a woman when she's in public.
Right.
Despite what you might see her do online, you could put her in danger. Sad to say, there's just some people that don't care about that,
Yeah.
and they want
I
to see bad things happen to you.
hold on a second. Let me see if I can go. I'm gonna see if I can edit my mic.
Let me come back real quick. I need to go get something. I'll be back real quick.
I can't believe I removed my daggone camera, y'all. I can't believe this. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see how I can edit. See if I can edit. Maybe it's a noise cancellation or something here. Um. Oh, here we go. Settings. Let me see if what's going on. I'm gonna move the echo cancellation. Hopefully that'll stop the
Yeah, it stopped. It stopped.
So it was the echo cancellation that was doing it. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Am I low or am I high? Candace.
Just now coming. I wanted to get this mustard. Oh, that's
Okay.
another thing. Um, like on the previous topic when you were asking me about more about self care.
Okay. Oh
Um,
yeah, the buzzing did stop. So it was the noise cancellation that was causing that to happen. Okay. I'm sorry. Go
lately
ahead.
I've been eating. Lately I've been eating charcuterie board every day, and I will tell you, it's helped me a lot to maintain my weight, and it's just so much easier. Like I said, it's like because
What
you said
is
you're
it?
low carb. You said you're low carb. You know how it is, like when you're trying to always constantly prepare something in the kitchen low carb.
Yes.
It's very time consuming. So
It's
this is
very
like
time consuming. Yeah.
all I have to do is throw the raw food on the plate, dip it in the mustard. I got it off of TikTok. I don't know if some of you guys might be familiar with the mustard lady, and she dips everything in mustard. But then I just got that I could just do a full charcuterie board, and it doesn't take me no less than 5 minutes every day. It looks like a lot of food to my eyes because when you eat stuff like a slice of pizza, which might or two slices, which might be 500 calories, and just because it looks like a small amount, it doesn't feel like that's 500 calories. It much makes you eat more and more and more and more and more and more and more. This board is probably no less than 300 calories, and it's so much. It's so much food. I usually don't finish it until the next day.
What I have been doing, and I'm gonna share my trick with you. Now this may not be for everybody, but as you know, I'm low carb. Low carb works phenomenal with me, right? But there was some times I was eating too much. So what I did was I cut all of my meals in half. So it's like I'm doing portion control to where like okay, where this meal where I was doing like 6 egg whites and 2 whole eggs with some mushrooms and some spinach. Now I just do 3 egg whites and 1 egg yolk. And then anything else I have, like instead of having like 6 ounces of fish, I have 3 ounces of fish. Child, let me tell you something. Ooh, whoa, this made a big difference. I was like cutting down on portion control because you're right. It's like if I did what you're doing, like the eye see all this food. So that kind of like sends a signal like you're not starving yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it took a minute. That's why I said this method I'm talking about now is not for everybody because I had to when you eat like this for so long, it shrinks your stomach to the point where now if I eat what I used to eat, I'm stuffed. And
Yeah,
so I don't
you feel tired immediately. You want to go to sleep immediately.
yes. Yes. Yes.
I
So
also like about the charcuterie board, you're able to get so many different type of flavors and create so many different type of things. Like I could put the carrot with the mustard.
so
I could
so
put the carrot with the
describe what's
peanut
on
butter.
your plate.
Oh, I have some pepperoni. I
Okay?
have some peppercini. I have some broccoli, raw cauliflower, and I usually eat that with the cheese, so broccoli and cheese. I
Okay?
have some blueberry vanilla goat cheese, and I usually eat that with
Ooh.
the grapes. I have some raspberries with honey on it. I don't know if you're familiar with dates, but dates and peanut
Yes.
butter smell. Dates and peanut butter taste like
Wouldn't that
peanut
be
butter.
a dessert though? Wait. Wouldn't the dates and the peanut butter be a dessert?
Yep. And I mean a
Okay.
low calorie dessert. So dates and peanut butter taste like Snickers
Right.
without all the extra calories. So I just have
Yes.
two dates, 2 prunes. This thing is the South thing, pickled egg. I do a lot of pickle foods. Pickled egg, pickled sausage, grapefruit, pickled okra.
Okay, no, thank you.
It's absolutely good. Smoked salmon. I do a lot of pickle
Oh,
items.
give me some of
So
that smoked salmon. Pickled okra sounds disgusting.
it's really good. It's not slimy or anything. I haven't went grocery shopping like for food. I want to say it's been a month. Like I bought a bunch of pickled stuff like pickled okra, pickled cabbage, pickled pickles, sweet pickles, olive pickles, like pickled egg, pickled sausage, these hearts of palm. So a bunch of pickled beets, pickled onion. So I just do a bunch of pickled stuff And when you do a lot of pickle stuff, you have to drink a lot of water to flush out
Yeah, I'm
all
about
the
to say,
salt.
what is your taste for pickles?
Well, no, it's just like it's no, it has seasoning to it. I kind of like
Okay.
the vinegary taste, so
Uh
it's
huh.
like something, and the vinegar makes it low calorie rather than like barbecue sauce or ketchup or these type of flavorings. So pickled stuff tastes good to everybody. Everything just tastes better pickle rather than like a cucumber. Why not have a pickle raw? I would say try the pickled okra. It's really good. It's not
Where did you get it from?
Walmart. And this whole dish is probably less than like $15.
And just the way you got to spread out is why it's
It
different
looks like a lot of
colors.
food, and like I said, I've been doing the boards maybe every other day, if not every day, and I have not went back. I still have the pickle stuff. Like I still have more because when you do the charcuterie board, it forces you to put everything into portion. It forces the portion control because you do have a lot of things that are low calorie, and so like I have just a handful of grapes, a handful of raspberries, a handful of broccoli, a handful of pepperoni, two grapefruits. This dish could be no less than like 300 calories.
Yeah, but that looks like so much food, and
Exactly.
maybe
It looks
because
like
you
so
got it
much.
all.
Oh, also high fiber. So usually I try to put a lot of protein, a lot of fiber. So I just like, go to the bathroom straight right after. Because it's like, it has about, I want to say about 15, 20 grams of fiber on the plate. And about, let me say about 20 or 30 grams of protein.
Oh, okay. Now that's good. That's good. That's good.
Like, for instance, these crackers. Like normally, if I was snacking, I would just maybe eat like 20 of these. But because I have so much food, I can't eat a portion of crackers, which is like five. I can eat a portion of cheese instead of eating the whole packet. I can eat a portion of grapes because I do feel full. As you know, vegetables make me feel full.
Yes. Yes.
And so
So
this
how?
lasts me, this keeps me full for the whole day.
I was going to ask you, how long is that going to take you? And then
A day.
are you?
A day. I won't finish it until breakfast tomorrow.
What?
Mhm. So it's pretty easy to burn off too. So I go to the gym a lot. A lot. I spend a lot of time in the gym. So I'll eat this tomorrow. Oh, also you can enjoy it with wine. You can like enjoy it with any type of alcohol, red wine, white wine. Quick to make, doesn't take that much time, doesn't cost that much money, pretty to look at as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's very. That's the first thing when your camera came on. The first thing I saw was the flowers, and then I saw your food, and then I saw your food. I was like, what is all of those colors down there? That different type of food down there. How often do you go to the gym?
Oh, every other day I spend like 5 hours in the gym. Gym is like almost like school for me.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time in the gym. It's like a comfort place for me. I have Planet Fitness membership. I want to get a second membership somewhere else, but
Oh, you like Planet Fitness? Do you like? Oh, I know it's cheaper, but how is that experience for you?
okay. So when you're super athletic like myself, you look good. You look good because everybody in Planet Fitness is very inexperienced. So you automatically get a lot of attention because everybody's like, wow. She's like, Planet Fitness is a gym for beginners, a gym for overweight people trying to get skinny. So
Well,
you'll
they're
meet a lot
not
of
trying. They're just going over there eating and look. I think I heard they stopped doing the free pizzas, right? They still do the Tootsie Rolls. They still do the
yeah,
what
they do this too. They
donuts.
do the 60 rolls. So you got a lot of prey over there. Planet Fitness have a lot of prey. LA Fitness have a lot of predators. I've been to both. When you go to LA Fitness, it's a bunch of like it feels like high school. A bunch of people that want to show off, and you
Yes.
don't you can't really shine because you have so much competition. So Planet Fitness, I like immediately the main character immediately.
I guess this is so different between our worlds. And hear me out. No matter where I go, I'm seen because I'm 6'3" and I'm athletic, right? So that's it. Don't know. It doesn't matter where I put my sexy ass in. I'm gonna always be seen. And I guess that's the reason why when I go to Planet Fitness, I'm like, You are absolutely right. It's like so many beginners there, so many obese people there, a
Mhm.
lot of elders there. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be at this.
That's
I
what that's
want
what
to
the
go.
sugar daddies at Planet Fitness. Young people, so many young people at LA Fitness. Like you got a bunch of people in cute outfits. Like in Planet Fitness, you just go in a t-shirt and whatever. So when you come in with your cute little gym outfit, you look special. LA Fitness, it's like it's an
It
influencer
is.
gym.
But I'm not part of LA Fitness though. But I was a member of LA Fitness until I moved, right?
Mhm.
um, but I'm part of. I got two gym memberships now, but I miss my old gym before it was taken over by a new owner. But and I used to be part of a world gym until that went out of business. So I kind of like the franchise because you're right, it is influencer, but I'm a competitor, so I'm more looking at the men, seeing how
Mhm.
much they lift, and I'm like, I wonder could I get close to that, if not at that. I have an ego like the men in that are lifting in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Um, so yeah, I just find it's like so much young guys and LA Fitness, and they think that their muscles compensate for their money, and they don't, and they don't. And so they see it as a dating pool. Yeah, LA Fitness, like a broke dating pool where nobody wants to spend money because everybody thinks they're cute. You know that Luke Kendrick Lamar song, "You effing when niggas are thinking they're cuter than you." Oh, so you on your period, so you on your cycle, and he on his period too. Yeah, so like LA Fitness have a lot of like men that want to compete for beauty. They're competing with each other. A lot of
They are.
homosexuals.
They
A lot
are.
of homosexuals in LA Fitness. They're like competing with other men. They're obsessed with other men. It's not that many like men there that actually have money. They are the young men that think that looks is going to get them somewhere. I mean, if you're like a part of the community, maybe.
But
But if
I
you're
would
trying to
think,
get women,
help
no.
remove this bias from me. I thought that men with money, especially the sugar daddies, would never go to something cheap as Planet Fitness.
I mean, that's all. It's less intimidating as well. Pretty sure when they go to like Gold Gym or LA Fitness, everybody's super in shape.
Right.
Everybody knows what they're doing.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Less
Excellent point.
intimidation to even approach and make friends and all of that stuff. So being that Planet Fitness is an older people gym, somebody like me immediately stands out and people can acknowledge and reach out, and so it's good for marketing and it's good to meet, the type of people I'm trying to meet.
Ah,
Women and
okay.
men, women and men.
When you go there, right? Like I know you've been there for a minute because you've been in Georgia for a while, right? So when you're like going in there for the first time and you work in the scene, are you playing dumb like you don't know how to use certain machines, or you just go ahead and do your thing? How are you
I
engaging with these guys?
particularly where I live is not a fishing scene. When I mean fishing
Yeah,
for
yeah, I
you.
know exactly what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where I live, it's no. But if I was like in Cali or on the richer side, then like come up and be like, hey, do you know how to use this? Or just act like I'm just like don't know. But where I live, I don't want them in my face. I don't want them in my face. I'll tell you this right here. I am in East Atlanta, so that's just not a place where you're gonna meet anybody
I
that's in.
know
Maybe if
that's
I was up like, maybe if I was like up like they have a place called Sandy Springs. If I was up there, or even
right.
in Buckhead or like
Yeah.
that area,
Yeah,
Brookhaven.
Alpharetta, Norcross, of course Duluth, which you already know. Those areas right there have a better environment, shall I say. Okay.
So
So I'm
that's
down in
why
the
I want to get the two memberships. So I have a gym where I actually just go in and take it seriously, and then I have a mingle gym where I go and catch prey. I fish.
right. Okay, so that's the one you work. And then you work it like where you fish
So
as you
like so
call it.
like over here. So eventually, I don't drive, but eventually, where I would go and just played dumb is like the one in Linux in Buckhead.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know, I used to be 200 pounds in the year of 2023. Not all my life, but just in the year of 2023. I'm 5'5", so you know that's a lot for somebody 5'5".
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Um, so a lot of people that try to flirt with me try to like tell me, but I've lost so much weight. I'm 137 pounds now.
Very good, girl. Very good. I know
So
how
but
hard
I
it is.
just
I've
play
been there
stupid.
with you.
If I get up to Lennox and Buckhead, I'm not going to tell them that. I'm going to make it seem like I just had this body all my life and it's natural to me and I just need help. I don't know.
That's another thing too. When you are overweight, you tend to attract a different type of men as
Oh
well,
yeah,
right?
and they real out of order too. That was the biggest motivation for me to lose weight. Like, I was living in St. Lucia around that time, and I was super overweight, and like men were so happy because I was not overweight all my life. Just for that year, they were so happy to see me overweight, and because they feel like they can have more access to me, and they can help me more, and they can remind me that I don't look the same anymore. And but
Right.
now they would tell me, "Oh, you're too skinny." No, it's just because I'm unapproachable now.
Right. Right. Because you are far from too skinny. I've seen skinny. Okay, we saw Latoya Jackson
Oh
on
yeah,
Instagram.
my God.
I was like, oh my God, somebody please help her. Now that's too skinny. That's
What do
too
you think? What
skinny.
do you think happened to her?
I don't believe what she said happened to her because she said that when Tito died, that's when she began to have the eating disorder or something. I don't believe that. I think she's still riddled with guilt from betraying her brother, Michael. Now this is just me just thinking. I'm just like, to me, that's guilt weight. Like Latoya always been like thin, but she's never been Skeletor thin. And to
What did she
me,
do? What did she do?
she told everybody that her brother was a PDF file and that he
Really? She
did.
said that?
Oh yeah, she was nasty too. She came out against Michael. She said she'll testify against him. She'll say
Really?
that, girl, please look it up. She was banished from the family because they were backed behind Michael. She did interviews talking about how her brother is a PDF file, how he did do diddle with some kids. She just basically did a lot of stuff against Michael, and it hurt him so bad. Then something happened to where she made peace, and she said she's sorry. She made it all up, and then all of a sudden, I guess, I here's what I got to research. Did he forgive her while he was alive? I don't know. I gotta go. A
Probably
part of me
not.
think he
Probably
did.
not, because when you have like I'm a little influencer, and when you have so many people against you, and like Michael's the biggest like obviously celebrity in the whole entire world. I mean your own blood sister, who you grew up, who you helped, who saw you go through what you have to go through, who saw you go through abuse and all this stuff, comes out and tries. It's obviously it's out of jealousy. Because don't laugh at me. I didn't know who Latoya Jackson was until like 3 or 4 months ago.
No, girl, no.
All I
What?
know, all I know is Janet and Michael. And I hear people laugh about a person named Tito, but I don't know what they look like.
So therefore, you don't even know who Rebe is.
Nope. All I know
Rebe
is
is
Michael
the
and Janet.
oldest sister. They got 3 sisters: Rebe, Latoya, and Janet.
I love Janet.
I love her too. Yeah. So that's to me when you're
Jealousy. Because what does Latoya do? She like to sing or something? What did she do?
she used to sing. She used to sing.
And
She
what did
also
it go anywhere?
hold on. I'm not even finished the stuff that she used to do. She was such the black sheep of the family. She was the first. She was the first Jackson to pose nude in Playboy magazine. And
Oh
then
really?
huh?
Oh really?
Yeah, it was a big. If she was to do that right now, it wouldn't be no big deal. Well, she's too old, but so it would be a big deal. But back then, when she did do Playboy, it was it was so taboo. It was like, remember, let's not forget, Vanessa Williams lost her crown because some old pictures of her, um, doing the carpet munching on another woman was featured in Playboy or Penthouse. I think it was in Penthouse magazine. So when she was crowned the first black Miss America, her crown didn't last that long, maybe a week or two, and that's when those pictures came out, X-rated pictures of her nude, but also with another woman. And then she had to give up her crown. But thank God that the runner-up was also black, so it wasn't no big deal about it. But
So
back then,
what year was that?
for who, Latoya or
No,
Vanessa? Because I can
for
look it up for you.
the crown thing. What year was that?
Hold on, let me get it for you.
Just now, I'll be right back, real quick.
Okay, she lost her crown in 1983.
I'm asking this because I'm running for Miss Caribbean.
Well, no. Okay. Remember what I said back then? It was
That's a big deal.
super taboo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nudity, adult work, sex work is really normalized. That's the reason why, when I came out, as when I was at the time I was a retired domina. Now I just do it part time. But when I came out, I made sure I let everybody know, hey guys, yes, I was paid. Let me tell you what a domina is. Saying you guys call it as a dominatrix, but we never take off our clothes. We don't do anything sexual. The slave is not allowed to touch us without our permission, and we get paid anywhere from $200 to $300 to $350 to cause pain, humiliation, because this niche is so small. Because some women are not naturally dominant. Some women are not naturally sadistic, and I'm a natural sadistic. I'm a natural sadist, so it came easily for me. So when I came out, and everybody's like, some people who didn't even know me try to like cancel me by saying she was a dominatrix. Nobody cared because I had already came out with that. And not only that though, but it was so normalized that people who were not familiar with the normalization of people being in the, and this was way before OF came on the board. Now that OF came on board, it's not a big deal of being crowned this or being going in this pageant and you have a pass of certain pictures coming to fruition. But
Yeah,
we're talking about the 80s.
What you call it? Our first ladies was in an X movie.
Who?
Our first lady, like our first
Oh
lady.
yeah. Exactly. So Melania, when her news came out, nobody really cared now, because except for the
People who
triggered.
didn't want to like her in the first place.
Huh?
People who didn't want to like her in the first place.
Right, and I'll cut people's throat over some Melania. I love that.
Yeah, I like
Slavic
Melania.
queen.
What people don't realize is that she's really opening doors for a lot of women like us, no matter what her skin color is. The fact that she's first lady and she has like those type of pictures out and she was featured, and that means that it's becoming way normalized.
Yes.
And that somebody like me and you could possibly be first lady in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, and people don't like ridicule. She's normalizing, back past and stuff, and making like it normalized to look past that. Because growing up, people always used to tell me, oh, but stays on the internet forever, and you'll never be able to get it away, and you won't be able to get jobs like that, and that just isn't true anymore.
First of all, that's not true in reference to getting jobs. And also, like, if you're making a lot of money from that, who needs a job? That is your job.
Exactly. Like, I always tell people, I don't know if you ever got this when you was a dom. They always be like, oh, well, what are you going to do if OnlyFans doesn't work? But why is it that they only care when you're an entrepreneur, but they don't ask you that when you work a 9-to-5 job? They don't care what you're going to do if it don't work. Because they just want to really put fear in your head, in your brain, and in your conscience to stop your progression. They don't care if you're like working at McDonald's. They don't say, oh, what are you going to do if it doesn't work? They want you to stay in corporate America. Most people want you to feel the misery that they're feeling.
I get two different reactions, and I totally agree with what you're saying. I get two different reactions from two different genders. So when the men say something, they'll go, "Oh, well, what you gonna do when you get older? You know, you can't do that forever. How you
Like
gonna
they're not
retire off of
fucking
that?"
grandmothers. Like they're not like they're not sexualizing grandmothers. I always
How,
go, y'all
oh,
sexualize
girl, do
everything.
you know GILF is one of the most one of the most rising search categories on Cornhub? Okay,
What is GILF?
GILF, grandmamas I like to F. They wanna have sex with grandma. These men go, and you
A
gonna
lot
try
of
to tell me
people.
like what happened? What we were talking about?
Yep. So they try to make it seem like they don't sexualize everything, but men, because they're so out of control, literally they sexualize everything. They sexualize pooping, they sexualize pee, they sexualize menstruation, they sexualize sex, they sexualize the little people, they sexualize the old people, they sexualize the
The
preteen
big
people,
people.
they sexualize the dogs, they sexualize
Yes.
the horses, they sexualize
Yes.
the sheep. It's
Yes.
everything. Anything with a horse. So it's like they made it to the fact you could be 100 years old. I've seen 100 years old movie found parody, and they do it better than me. That's just the truth. I met this. She's a dom. She's a dom too. She's been a dom since 1950s.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I'm the thing about it is that I never gave up my websites because a part of me knew I was going to get into it because like I am naturally mean on Twitter. It's not the same as physically given being sadistic. Like I missed that and like once I got into it part-time, I was like, "Okay, this is what I need. This hits the spot." But what I told that dumbass, I said, listen, baby, I could be in my 70s, 80s, I could be 110 years old and still make a lot of money, okay? Beating your ass, and you would pay for it and want every minute of it. It's like you understand that it's the discipline of it. It's just the men have sexualized so much. Your camera went out, Candace. They have sexualized this so much that it has gotten to the point where they they crave women. They crave women to be this way because it is rare. It is very rare. You still there? Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
I'm still there. Let me. I'll be back real quick. Just real quick.
Okay, okay. I'll let you back in. Just you can. There you go. Okay. So okay, I hear the buzzing now. But what I did was try to man. I swear, Streamyard sucks, guys. I'm sorry. This is just. Let me look at what you guys are saying to the chat. Um. Hold on. What did Christy say? Let me. Oh, I can move you guys. I can move you guys. Thing up in here. Wait, they do have more experience. So facts, girl, facts. Okay, how do I stop your? How do I stop? Okay, hi. There we go. Okay, I'm over here learning how to show some of these things. I
I feel like I'm
live
going in slow motion. Is it lagging?
maybe because you hold on. Go like this. One, two, three. It's a little lag. It's a little lag, but it's okay.
What should I wait? There it is. There it is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're fine now. You're fine now. You're fine now. Okay. So, but yeah, it's like I think what it is that men who hate OF women, men who are jealous of women that are in the sex industry and they're making their money, somebody like me, I think they're mad because
Notice,
they can't do it.
but notice that always. I was talking to my friend about this yesterday. They love to focus on OnlyFans girls and talk about how it degrades us and blah blah blah. And they just like to ignore that OnlyFans boys, like the gay boys that's out on Twitter, spreading their cheeks. They make way more money than us, but that doesn't fit the narrative. They want to make it seem like it's more female cross the, but it's more male, and they make more money. When
And
you're
we're
like
talking about
OnlyFans
biological
boys,
males because I heard that the T girls are making a lot of money too.
yes, and they don't have to beg for tips. They don't have to beg for you to buy content because sad to say, a lot of men are finding homosexuality more taboo than women, and so like we have to beg them for to buy content or do a lot of convincing, and they have no problem just tipping or spending money on another man because it's taboo. Hello?
Is it still taboo? Hold on, no, I'm thinking about the taboo
Yeah, it's
part
taboo.
because I'm seeing more men. Now, don't get me wrong. On the conservative side, I see so many closeted gay men who are pretending to be straight, but it's obvious
I
they're gay.
I heard my friend told me in New York that apparently there's like a Trump convention, and that's where all the what you call it gay prostitutes come out, and the people who the Trumpers who claim to hate gay people, they always having the intercourse with the gay prostitutes during the anti-gay protests they have every year.
Okay, but the reason I said I don't know if it's taboo is because only on this side, as because I'm a right winger, it's like I I I love gay men, right? And I don't ever go against gay men, right? But it's like I wish they could come out more, but it seems like they're more out on the left than they are on the right, and that's where the whole if there is taboo, I see it on this side. But not on the left.
I don't understand the left and the right. Elaborate. What do you mean by that?
Politically, liberals, your Democrats, people who are progressives, even libertarians, those are centrists, people who are, if you are, because there's a lot of there's a lot of Democrats who support Trump now because of Kamala, their hatred for Kamala and all the other stuff, right? So when you say taboo, I just don't see it except for on the conservative side because the people on the conservative side are religious. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but I see more conservatives that are religious, and that's why they stay in the closet. But I don't see gay homosexuality as taboo for the most part in society. Now, hold on. In islands, in Africa, in maybe,
Caribbean.
yeah, absolutely, it's taboo. But in America, and especially in
So
the
when I
EU,
say taboo, a lot of the people that are subscribing to gay OnlyFans are not gay men; they're straight men. So that's what I mean by taboo. They're men that have wives, that have children, that have girlfriends. So they kind of have this fright that maybe they might get exposed. So let me pay her. Let me treat the trans girl right. Let me. So they make way more money in prostitution than actual women. Men have literally.
why aren't those men labeled gay or bisexual?
Well, from what I can see in the industry, there's a lot of mental illness. And
Oh,
it's getting stronger by the
yes.
day. It's getting stronger by the day. So a lot of
Oh,
I think that a lot of people, a lot of men just see sex as sex, and they don't care what gender it is. They're not trying to
ah,
see nothing. They just like to have sex, and that's not to say that's just most men. Even the ones that haven't even performed gay acts, a lot of men think that just because they have not performed a gay act means that they are not gay. But it's your mindset. If you can't be around a woman unless that you can only have sex with her, you don't like women. You like sex. If you, a lot of ladies would say this back in the day. Oh, I can fuck an ugly girl with a fat ass. I just put a bag over her head. Then you like ass. You don't like woman. Anybody can have a fat ass. Anybody.
I always say that the reason why the weakness to men is the lack of discipline, and like your most powerful men or men who are mentally empowered are those who have discipline over their D, yeah,
Hmm.
and that there is like it's a such a big distraction, but it's also what is the main thing that brings them down, that destroys all their hard work
It's so
is
weird. It's like the men that you would think is gay, they like women, and the men that's overly masculine,
who
they like men. It's so strange. The men that you would think that is gay, that is like have a nice tone, you know, is always talking, maybe walk a little funny. They actually like women, and the men that's like, oh, especially down here in Atlanta, especially down here in Atlanta, like the hood
Myron.
nigga aesthetic, the hood nigga aesthetic with the tight pants, the color dress. To me, I wanted to do a video about that. What is like some of the characteristics of down low? To me, colored hair is the main one. Any man playing too much in their hair, having all these different
Well, if
hair
they don't
colors in the
have hair
bathroom,
like Andrew Tate, they just still wear them tight
pantsuit,
pants.
eco styler, shea butter, like cream of nature. Why are you trying to beautify your hair so much to have curly hair? I see this a lot. Have you not seen the bonnets? I see a lot of women walking around in bonnets in Atlanta, you know. In
Well, see,
public
hold on,
with
hold on, hold on.
bonnets.
See, hold on. See, if I see a man in a bonnet, I'm in the wrong neighborhood. Okay,
And they're not gay
I am in
either.
the wrong
Straight
neighborhood
men.
because I
And they
know
think it's
exactly
okay.
what you're talking about.
They think it's like they're not gay either. They think it's okay because they see girls in their childhood. They think because they have a perceptive style, they have mini twist or cornrow, that it's okay to walk outside.
No,
And they can have a
no,
feminine
no,
color,
no.
purple, a purple, green. It's like when I first saw it in America, I was like, this is so embarrassing. It was in front of a
It is.
I was at
I
a
don't
gas
even like
station.
seeing women with bonnets, and I clown
Yes,
women with bonnets on their heads.
we were in a gas station. It was a this was in New York, and it was an Arab, obviously cash register. And this man came up behind me. Well, not man, young boy, probably around my age, like 24, 25, 23, 22. Came behind me with a bonnet on, slides on, a chain, and I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like I'm a woman and I myself didn't even I have a beanie on. You know what a beanie is? Like one of those like, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
war
yeah, yeah,
hats.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I literally have a beanie on, and you're a man, and you don't feel any type of shame that I like.
No,
There's nobody else with a bonnet on but you.
no. They don't feel shame because the type of women that want them don't mind that damn ugly bonnet on their head. And I mean, the first time I seen a black man with a bonnet on, it was on actually kick.com because I was like, is that a bonnet on his head? So when I saw that, then the next thing you know, a month later, I happened to go to an African a shop that's in. I had to drive all the way up there, but they got the best kind, right? I could order it, but I'm like, sometimes I want to like look at it personally, and it's
Uh-huh.
like once I went, it's at the West End. It's at the West End, Atlanta. And soon as I got in my car, I saw a man with a bonnet on his head. And that's when I said, yeah, whenever I see a black man with or because I don't see white men doing that, but anytime I see a black man with a bonnet on his head, I like, okay, I'm in the wrong neighborhood. But I had to be in the wrong neighborhood in order to get this from this African shop.
It's embarrassing. It is not cultural. It is sleepwear in public. It is not
Well,
appropriate.
they used to wear pajamas out in public, so I don't. This is what I'm
It's
saying. When you because you're here in America, right? You're gonna you're. I have separated myself from certain type of cultures, if
oh
you get
go.
my
I seen the
meaning.
Caribbean too. They walk around with bonnet in the Caribbean too.
But then again, I can see why because they're mocking or they're imitating the
What they see.
ratchetness here in America.
Exactly. And
So
they think it's okay. They think it's okay.
yeah, so even when I go, like every time I go to the Caribbean area, I make sure I befriend elders, right?
Mhm.
For so many reasons, for the history, for those are the ones who are gonna know where to go, what not to go, who to talk to, who not to talk to, where to go get the best prices, where not to get the best prices. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to them just so I can understand the area better. And then I act accordingly. So no matter where I travel, I stay. If I see anybody who reminds me of somebody from Southwest Atlanta, I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's more Lotto have. No, her name
Who?
is Lotto. Lotto. Georgia Peach. Lotto. The rapper Lotto. You don't know? That's like, you know 21 Savage?
No. Girl, girl, girl. When they call me a bed wench, that's me. Okay, I do not. I have listen. I put it on my Twitter, right? I said that I'm a transracial rooftop Korean because even though when black people see me with dreadlocks, they automatically think that I'm part of the culture. I'm part of the
Like
culture. I'm
earthy,
not.
earthy aesthetic.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm totally not. Do you know? You want to hear something shocking? I
What?
just found out who Kendrick Lamar was only because he came out against Drake. When there was that big Drake against Kendrick Lamar, I was like, I know who Drake is, but who's Kendrick Lamar? I swear to
That's
God,
the
I did not
song.
know who
That's the
Kendrick
song
Lamar was.
I was referring to. The one who was like, "You fucking with niggas who thinking they cuter than
Yeah.
you." Oh, I didn't peep Drake's tea for a long time, as a Caribbean person. But Drake
Really?
is like a chameleon. Like depending on what's trending, he'll culture appropriate it and try to profit off of it. And he's done that a lot with Caribbean people. And I don't know why Caribbean people are so upset with him when he doesn't like our features. He doesn't like the way that we look, right? He doesn't
Well,
like. He
because he
doesn't.
doesn't look like us, though.
Um.
But hold on. Colorism is still alive and well with our people,
Uh-huh.
and that's international. And until that is squashed, somebody like Drake is going to continue to get away with what he's getting away with. So,
We're not getting away with it anymore. And like I
okay,
said, signs of homosexuality. Playing your hair too much. Drake is the main one. He playing himself, putting bobos in his hair,
I know.
rollers, barrettes, color. Color is the main one. I don't remember what he's saying. A man coloring his hair is suspect, suspicious, because coloring your hair, beautifying yourself mean nothing to masculinity. Beautifying to a straight masculine man. Beautifying yourself, beautifying your hair, putting finger curls, gel. Beauty isn't important to a man. Finances and protecting and providing is.
Right.
Having, gold ins is not important as a straight male. Because if you're looking for a female, we aren't looking for like curls and gold ins.
See, and hold on. So here's the deal. To me, and this is and what I'm about to tell you is something that's already known because I've already told this before. I have a gaydar, a very good one, because of my uncle. My uncle, when my uncle was gay, he passed away. But when he was alive and well, right, it was basically really taboo to be in the ghetto and being gay. So he would act straight out in public, but behind the scenes where he was with family, saying he was, flaming and was just so fun to be with. And because when I went out with him and I met his other friends who were also DL, it's now I got a sixth sense of who's on the down low and who's not. I can really pick out a gay man or not, right?
But there are
Or
some
straight man.
men, there's a percentage of men who believe that they're not gay because they've not performed a gay act and they don't identify it, but they are. Like I said, those men who are playing in their head a lot, that is a sign of homosexuality. Like if you are always
But I
consistently
have
in
a
your
funny
head,
feeling they dabbled
putting
in it
together
though.
outfits in your head, put together like rhinestone belts and shit,
You think those men ain't had no D? You get, come on now. It's so easy. That's why I don't believe that they have not engaged in it. Because let me just say this, men are very promiscuous. Okay? This is the reason why they have glory holes. This is the reason why they have bathhouses. This is the reason why T-girls is at the top of the chain of desires. Okay, this is the reason why they go to get to Thailand to get lady boys. Okay, so when I see a man doing something effeminate to himself, I know he done got some booty or had his booty gotten. I don't believe in a virgin gay man unless he's a teenager. Other than that, I just and that's saying something because a lot of them are doing it, but I don't believe that when they're doing that experiment that they haven't had a touch of some Fleece Johnson, if you know what I'm talking about.
Um, a lot of the young ones I know, like these men who like to come out and talk about how much they don't like paying for women and that they would never spend money on a woman. Well, who are you going to say? Like a lot of in hip hop, it has a lot of down low.
I know.
A lot of fuck that bitch. I rhyme for my nigga. Excuse my language. I hate that hoe. My girls get everything. I won't give that hoe a change or a penny. I won't. She told me she's pregnant. I told her to kill it. I have loyalty to all my men.
But hold on, Candace, that's never surprised me. Like the whole Puffy thing, but the whole everything that's been going on in the hip hop industry, that's never surprised me. Thanks to the almighty Wendy Williams, right? Because I mean, when all of that came, I'm like, why is anybody shocked? But this is the reason why I don't associate with the culture. I separate myself from the culture because of the hypocrisy and the degrading of women. The whole men who hate women. That's why if you ever talk to people about me, they'll say, well, Tree likes to call Myron Gaines gay or Bryson Gray gay. I was like, no. I don't use gay as a slur. I use it as a matter of fact. I never call straight men gay. Okay, I never accuse straight men of being gay or homosexual. I said I only call the DL ones down. And because these men attack women all the time, it's like they're obsessed with us. And the reason why is because they want us out the way so that it can be normalized
so
for
they
them
can
to
get all
at
the
the men.
niggas. So they excuse my language. So they can get all the men.
Yes. Yes. That's
a
what
lot
it
in
is.
the black
So
community.
it's like I see the signs of them being gay, but the whole hating of the women and attacking women. And when these rappers say these songs and the way they treat people, this, that, and the other, I'm like, yeah, it's obvious. You know who else is DL and nobody talks about it?
Who? Trey
Cardi
Songz?
B's ex-boy. Cardi B
Oh,
soon to be.
Offset.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's very
Offset.
old.
Offset. So it's like when I say, and they go, well, he got all them baby mamas.
Well, if you
So
look at Cardi B, no offense to Cardi B, but Cardi B has very like trans like aura about herself.
yes.
She has a very trans aura about herself.
Yep.
I was gonna say that a lot of like example of hypocrisy. A lot of the black community hates Sexy Red, right?
Yeah.
And they say that she's destroying the community. So
How? It's already destroyed.
Sexy Red is destroying the community, but Lil Wayne didn't. But all these rappers who degrade and talk about selling drugs and murdering didn't. And
Yeah.
this one female did.
That's why I said no, it's already destroyed. In my opinion, it's already destroyed.
That's what I don't know if you know who Suki Hana is.
No.
She's like a ghetto black girl, and she would be doing ghetto shit. And at times she was in London, and she was acting like a hood rat, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's embarrassing us." And she said, "Y'all embarrass yourselves," and she was not lying. So it's
No,
like
that's true.
so
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
she's not the representation of the black community. She's only doing what's normalized. So
Right.
if you want her to stop, y'all have to stop as a community.
They're never gonna stop though.
They're never
gonna stop. It's just it is what it is. This is what I'm saying. Like, and I don't know why some people find it, especially whites find it attractive to where they want to imitate it. And like I'm like, I don't need no generic white man that's going to act like he's black. I don't need that. I don't like that, this, that, and the other. So it's like my husband is white. He's like, and And when they try to say I hate myself, I'm like, dude, look at me. Does it look like I hate myself? I don't bleach my skin. I never had a nose job. I don't make my features look, I don't make my lips
You
thin.
go, you go where you treat the best. That's
Right.
what I always tell black women. You go where they
Absolutely.
love you the most.
Right. Right. So and also it's like, to me, I I love being a black woman. And I don't have to be part of a community to love myself. And like I said when I was talking to my lock stylist, because in order for me to fit some of these wigs, I had to cut 6 to 7 inches of my locks off, right? And I had to wrestle with, I mean, it's still long, right? Because it's plaited up, it's still long, right? But it was down to a little bit below my butt. And I didn't want to cut it so that I could fit most of it underneath the wig. But she was like, I never see somebody so attached to your hair like you. She said, because I know it's not religious reason why you have locks. You just have it because you like long hair. I said, when I was a little girl and my mom used to put that perm in my head and I had to get sores and it's everything like that. It was so bad. And in order to have straight hair, I used to put a bed sheet around my head and act like I was like, I'm Rapunzel, honey. I got my long hair. You see my long blonde hair? I literally, as a little child, adored having long hair. And I used to put that around my head and just walk around the house and act like it's a long hair, right? But when I found out I can literally have my own hair, my own long hair. I got locks when it wasn't even fashionable. I got them in 1996. It wasn't fashionable back then, to the point where this is the reason why I did the Erica Badu thing, that when we were getting locks, we would put a head wrap on because that was the style. And it would do that to hide our hair, because when you have baby locks, it looks a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we hid our locks until they grew, and then when they start to grow, we would show them, and everybody loved them. Now we would get, not everybody. Hold, let me stop lying. Some people would tell me I'm going back to Africa. What's wrong with your nappy head? Why you need to go
The
get a
thing
pearl?
is, to me, African Americans created sister locks. Locks didn't originate in Africa.
Yeah. They did.
They did.
And at the
Well, they
time, the
weren't
Rastafarians,
popularized because
the
a lot of especially in West Africa, a lot of them like made the not a lot of them, majority, all if not all, back in the day, they had to have bald heads because having hair was just too hot. It's just too hot in Africa to have so much hair on you.
yeah. Hold on a second. Somebody, uh, Jay the informant said, Lord Suki wanted Umar and Umar wanted Suki. Umar, who was in Ghana with the
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Okay, you know who he's talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. He
You don't
said,
know who Dr. Omar is? You don't know who Dr.
I know,
Omar
I
is?
know, no. I know who Dr. Umar is. I don't know the whole Suki and Umar thing going on. He says
Let
her
me pull a
prices,
picture of her, Suki
he,
Hana. Look, I
he
have
says
my
her,
phone here.
okay, her prices are online. Cardi is a certified idiot. Her prices are online? I don't know. I know who Dr. Umar is. Obviously, I know who that is, right? But I don't know who the Suki chick is. I don't know who Sukiana is. Okay.
Oh, my
So,
internet is so slow. Yeah, this is her. I don't know if you'll be able to hear.
I never seen that woman before.
Cardi B, the reason why Cardi B is experiencing what she's experiencing is because if you know about Cardi B in her old videos before she was big, she used to make these videos. Oh, I suck the best D. I do this. I have the best though. I love to do very pick me videos, and now she's being treated like a pick me. Anybody who know the OG Cardi B knows she used to come online and talk about how great she's in bed and how she can go for hours and she's so good at sex and her throat is this and her mouth is that and her private area is this. That's very pick me. She made a lot of pick me videos, and now she's a Barbara the Builder. She built like, to me, Offset married her when she was at the height of her prime to bring her down. She made these pick me videos about how good her throat is, but Now this man has humiliated you and showed you your throat couldn't even keep him because he probably didn't even like a woman. Yeah, Cardi B is suffering her own consequences from the old videos. Those were I don't know what to call her, a pygmino or
I
pygmicious.
don't like Cardi B, so I don't know the only song to do two songs. There's only two songs I know from her: WAP and Kodak Black. Those are only two songs I know about her, and the only reason is because one of my friends' sister loves her and keeps singing those damn songs. You know what I'm saying? That's well, WAP. Hold on, let me say only Kodak Black, but WAP is what I know because Ben Shapiro mocked it and then it became viral. Had Ben Shapiro not been outraged by the lyrics, I would have never even known what WAP was either. Because he
Uh,
did a response to it and they did a remix off of that and it went viral. But other than that, I don't like Cardi B. I don't like pick me's. Me and pick me's don't get along. I will stomp a pick me out.
I don't think I don't think she realized back in the day that she was a pick me. But now she has all the money, she has the children. She's starting to see the consequences of her old pick me behaviors, and it's affecting her marriage. It's affecting her livelihood, and even she still does pick me stuff. Like I don't know if it is
But
a marketing.
do you believe?
I don't
Hold on.
know if it's a marketing tactic, but I know that she comes on Twitter Spaces and Twitter podcasts a lot. Every time she has a problem, she's talking to her fans, and it's pick me. Like when you're up there,
Right.
why do you don't need to talk to your fans and tell
Right,
them things
right. I
about your personal
agree.
life.
Like
Beyonce is not a
Beyonce
pick
doesn't do
me.
that.
Yeah, exactly that's what I said. Beyonce is not a pick me. She's the complete opposite. She doesn't care because she knows, she understands at the end of the day, no matter what she does, whether she does good, whether she does bad, people are going to find something wrong with her. She's gone through this long enough to understand that you can do no good in people that choose to hate you already. Eyes.
Let me ask
A
you.
lot.
Let me go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I got to ask you something. Because there's a disagreement on this particular subject. I believe once a pick me, always a damn pick me. I don't believe a pick me can change into, and I'm willing for somebody to prove me wrong, but
I was a
I'm
pick
seen
me.
to be the
I was a pick
minority
me.
of it.
I was a pick me. I can give you some story
Okay,
times.
define pick me. You're gonna have to
Let me
justify
give you
that because
some story
I
times of
don't believe you was
pick
ever a
me.
pick me. I just don't believe that.
Let me give you some story times of how pick me I was.
Okay.
This is obviously this was in my younger years, like 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
So I would oh my gosh, so embarrassing. I used to be in the stage. A lot of pygmies love to cook for men that's not theirs, and they think they're gonna get some type of points for spending so long in the kitchen. So I used to invite like guy over and cook a whole dinner for them, right? Do all the whole 360 in the bedroom for absolutely nothing. I'll tell you, I even I got my high school sweetheart. We were neighbors, and I walked in the rain to go.
To go what, girl? Oh my God. What you about to
I
say?
walked in the rain to go to his house. What other pick me thing that I did a lot, like back in the day I did it because I didn't have, when you grow up with pick me's mothers, which unfortunately a lot of our mothers are pick me's, and we have to break those habits by, it's not at one time, it takes years, especially when you're raised by a pick me. A lot of black mothers are pick me's. They tell you to stay around when a man doesn't have anything. They tell you that money doesn't matter. And so I was only doing what I was told to do. But luckily, like it wasn't hard to, see the light, see what common sense is. I was paying. I had a boyfriend that was much older than me. I was 18. No, I was 17, and he was 26. And I was paying for his car. No, I was going half
Oh
on the
my God!
bills. I was
No!
working. I was
No!
working.
Stop! Stop! No! No! No!
I was
No!
working
No!
two
No!
jobs.
No!
I was working two jobs, and he
No!
would be at home all day playing the game.
Stop! Oh my
He worked
God!
zero jobs, and I worked two.
Oh!
I worked
No!
like 18-hour shift. I worked double shift on both jobs.
Oh! Oh my God, girl, you were paying this bill?
But that's the type of woman that I was raised to be, and that's the type of woman they raise you to be in the black community. To
Oh
be a soldier,
no.
to be strong, to be like a man's ride or die. I had that ride or die
Nah,
mentality. I believe in
I
that.
ain't no. Nah, I'm good. I, you know, you're right. I about most mothers. My mother was definitely not a pick me. Like my mom on several occasions tried to kill my father. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she found out he cheated. Right. My mom is a very. That's where I get my sadism from. Right. It's become I get it from my mother. Right.
Hmm.
But it's like one of the things my father when my father got custody of me at the age of 11, that was one of the things he taught me was never give a man money. You know what I'm saying? And
You
he
know what
said
the
only
pygmies tell you?
hoes,
You know what the
huh?
pygmies tell you? The
What?
pygmy mothers tell you never accept anything from a man. That's what they tell you. Never accept money from a man
Oh, they
because
do tell you that, don't they?
yeah, they try to addict you. They're like, oh, don't expect from nothing a man or he's gonna expect something back. So what I'm supposed to do it for free? He's still either way they're gonna expect something. Either way they're gonna expect something. They always say that because you know why they say it? Because
I
no man
and
has
you
offered
only
them
you know.
anything.
Hold on. Answer this question. You know where I heard that from? I heard that from a couple of movies where they have the mother figure say, "Don't you expect nothing from no man? Don't you let nobody do nothing for no man do nothing from you. You independent. You can do your own thing." Do you think they? I'm trying to give them some charity here. Do you think they said that so they don't get caught up in a trap? Okay.
No, they said it because a lot of like, cause my sister, when I was younger, she was older than me. So I was like, I started dating this, always knew he was a predator. They met him at 16 and he was 25. So,
That's
but he would,
crazy.
when I was in high school, he would do a lot of stuff for me, which seemed like a lot because I was so young. And so my sister would tell me, oh, you just using him. You're not supposed to accept stuff from guys. We're sleeping together. What do you mean? Is she saying that because no guy has ever offered her stuff? Any woman that's ever been
Ah.
spoiled, any woman that's ever been spoiled by a man, they're not going to tell you don't accept nothing by a man. The women who are not getting anything, a lot of like older women want to bring you in their misery so they don't be alone. They'll tell you be with a man if he has nothing because that's what they did and they don't want to be alone. They'll tell you don't accept nothing from a man because they were never even offered anything from a man. So you know they want you to feel the same misery that they do. I say take everything you can from a man. I was I was 18. This is around the last time I started listening to that advice. I remember I had like this older guy. Oh my god, it was my first older guy. I didn't know because I was still a pick me. I didn't know how to deal with older guys. He convinced me to do the deed when I didn't want to. But he tried to buy me a TV, and I was like, "Oh, you don't need to buy me that. I don't need it." And I have no
What?
TV. Yeah, I declined TV. He tried to buy me some furniture. I declined the furniture, thinking that I'm making myself look good. Well, all you do when you decline stuff from a man, you just make yourself look stupid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like my grandmama, thank God she had wisdom. She's like, don't. It was never on that level because I think
Oh
she just
no,
thought about abundance.
it
She
went
said,
low,
"Don't
no,
you ever cut
not
your
it.
blessings
It
off."
just got really, really fucking low.
Uh
Yep,
oh,
I think my phone is about to die
you
just now.
there? Okay. She said because my grandmother
Let me
thought
hurry
on
up.
abundance.
I'm
It's
on
still acting.
one
Oh, you said you'll be right back.
percent.
Can
Okay,
you
I
hear
just put
me?
it on.
Okay, she's fixing her thing right there. What's that, chat? As a matter of fact, she's fixing it. We got about 5 more minutes left, so we're gonna be winding it down real soon. Um, does men love to hold on, Dandy? Let me see what you're saying. Also, men love to provide, so when you deny it, it makes them want to give it to someone. Facts! Exactly. My grandmama would say, never cut off your blessing. When somebody offers you something, accept it because you know what I'm saying you're cutting off your blessings. Because my grandma was very, very religious. She said, if somebody offer you some money or some help, oh, okay, she's gonna come back. Say somebody offering you some money or some help, never turn them down. You know what I'm saying? Because you're cutting off your blessings. And I've always remembered that. So if somebody offering to give me some furniture when I was young, or give me a TV when I was young, which I never had that. I had men offer me some furniture. I would say, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. So there's that. Um, Let me see what else you guys are saying. Since I'm still on this thing. Hold on. Free labor before marriage is crazy, but pick me see it as an investment, I guess. Child, investment ain't going nowhere. Oh God, it hurt my heart. I was like just listening to her when she was telling me she was a pick me, and she started telling me how she used to cook for her men. I was like, okay, I'm not sold. I said that's not necessarily pick me. I mean, it's pick me behavior, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not making. She used to walk in the rain to her man. I'm like, well, the D could be good. I could see that. I'm still not sold. Then when she said that her boyfriend, who was much older than her, damn near 9 years older than her, she used to pay his car note, pay his. I was like, what? Oh no! That's what I was like. Okay, here we go. She came back. I was like, that's when I was sold, because I was like, when she was talking about the other stuff, I'm like, that ain't pick me. I'm not convinced. But when she told me she was spending money on this man, I was like, oh no, that is pick me
Yeah.
behavior.
So I personally, I think it's possible to break pygmies' ways, but most, to be honest, most pygmies don't want to break their ways. They
Right.
have no say. I see them a lot and share some comments trying to
Oh my
justify their
God,
actions.
yes.
They try to justify for years. It used to take them years to come out of being pygmy. It didn't take me that long to come out of it because I already had like common sense. But a lot of, I mean, especially when you're a pretty pygmy. I mean, there's some girls that actually have to be pygmies,
Yeah, they
but
got
a
no
lot of
choice
girls
but to
don't
be
have
one,
to.
right? Yeah. I think, you know what, now that I think about it, I think if you don't look the part, if you are if you have your self-esteem in the gutter, if you got a lot of psychological issues and you was a pick me, there's no way you're gonna be get out of that pick me stage. You see what I'm saying? You're not mentally capable
Uh
of
huh.
getting out of the
If you
pick me
don't,
stage.
what does she call it? If you don't level up, you don't
Yeah.
level up. Like a lot of obese women like to make it seem like, unless your man is specifically into that type of thing, a lot of obese women like to make it seem like men really don't care about looks like that. And pick me mothers love to tell us that. My mother told me that. To tell me that men don't care about looks. It's all about personality. They love to fill up your head with these delusions.
Like I said, and you know this to be true. When you at a certain weight, you do attract a certain type of men. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, and I'm like, nah. The heaviest I ever been in my entire life was 267 pounds. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'll never do that to my body again, because the way I was treated, even though I'm tall, it doesn't make me like 267 would look totally different on you than it does on me, right?
Uh huh.
So, but I was still overweight. Okay. So it's like I can tell how I was treated, and I could tell what I was attracting at that time. So I went from, that big to just going at least like a little above the 200s. It looked different on my body. But now that I'm under that, it's like I just love some opportunities that have been opened for me. And like I said, it
Yes,
was
for weight loss. Also, I would say like your makeup routine when you get rid of that body weight and fast fix fat. I have dyslexia. Sorry, fix
yeah,
fat.
that's okay.
Uh, You you look good from all angles,
Right.
and you don't have to do too much with the makeup because you're not your face is pretty much even and
Yeah.
narrow.
Yeah.
So I find myself spending less time in the bathroom unless I really wanted to. I don't have to do nothing but,
Right.
powder, eyebrows, and go like unless I wanted to do a full face. But I
Mm-hmm.
definitely my favorite thing about losing weight is I don't have to be from a certain angle to look good. I can
Right.
look good from all angles. Somebody could take a what do you call it a candid picture of me where I'm not looking and I don't know they're taking a picture and I have confidence that I will look like okay. A lot of there's such thing as like weight blindness. Like definitely when I was at 200 pounds, I didn't think that I looked so big. I thought that I just
Oh
needed to
shit,
lose
I did.
5 or 10 pounds. I
Okay.
didn't really realize. And a lot of girls that are like obese, they think it's just 5 or 10 pounds, but to be honest, you can't even see that much of a difference with 5 and 10 pounds.
No, you can't. And depending on your height, not
Unless
even
unless
15
you're like
pounds.
small already. Unless you're small already, then
Right.
you'll see it. But when you're big, you can't see 5 or 10 pounds like that.
Yeah. I also noticed that, like, when I'm looking at my neck, like, you can see things in my neck, right? Do you know when I lost that weight, like, there was like lines? It's so, if you go to my old videos, you would see like the lines where my neck was fat. And I noticed that about a month ago. I'm like, wow, my neck is back to normal, right? Because back then it was like it looked like it didn't look like a pack of sausage. It looked like pack of sausage that had been stretched out, right? And so you could just see all these lines where my neck was nice and fat. And I was like, man, I'm so glad to just lost that weight and just back to my normal self, you know. And but
Uh,
also, you know, I'm doing this for health reasons because I'm going to make sure that I don't have insurance. I don't have health insurance, right? So I got to make sure I take very good care of
Take
myself
care
and
of
I'm
yourself.
not in a hospital. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Also, your beauty. Sad to say, this is just the hard truth, whether women want to accept it or not. Men grow cold as women grow old.
Yes.
So you need
Yes.
to preserve your beauty as long as you can. You don't have to tell the truth about your age, but
Right.
just preserve the beauty as the age that you desire to be for a long time. So if
Right.
you want to look like a 33-year-old woman until like you're what I would say 60s, it is for the black genetics. I can't speak for everybody else, but it's possible to look young all the way up to your 70s. I would even say 80s. I've seen 7-year-old women that look like they're in their 40s.
Yeah.
I've seen 30-year-old women obviously that looks like they're still in their teens. But
Yeah.
you can look young up into your 70s and maybe early 80s. And you can still look like you're like 40 years old or early 50s,
Right.
which is
Right.
still a attractable age, just like what people might think, because Halle Berry is 50 years old.
Mhm.
And she
Mhm.
looks like what a lot of women look like in their 30s. Now I feel like my generation, Gen Z, we are aging the worst. Like I look at
Yeah,
30 year
because
olds
I think it's because of the inactivity and the diet.
and the money. We have more access to money, and we can't. That's why I
Oh,
got
I
big.
didn't think about that.
We have more
Huh.
access to money. Like back in the day, I wasn't born back in the day, but back in the day, I assume a bottle of liquor like Casamigos probably lasted maybe even a month or 2 weeks at the minimum. We drink those bottles a night. Not even by the day, not even a day. We finish a whole bottle of alcohol in a course of 2, 3 hours. Back in the day, people used to have little dime bags of weed. We have full, excuse my language, full blunts, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we have more access to money. We like back in the day, you might get little fish and fries or Popeyes fried chicken. Fast food was a treat.
Now you got
Now we have
DoorDash,
access to
Uber
money.
Eats.
We
You
uh, we
get
in
all
the
that.
we in the
Mhm.
Popeyes line every single night. We doing the hookah every single because we have more access to money. We lose control. That's how I got fat. A
Wow.
lot of Instagram influencers get fat that way because when you have no responsibility, no children, no type of hardships, you tend to abuse like the relaxation, just party, 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 especially the weed. Like I know for sure back in the day, people wasn't smoking as much because it costs money. It costs money to be buying. Like
Cigarettes was expensive, yeah.
they had those little tiny joints and little now the joints are like huge.
Oh Yeah, they used to. Oh my God! Wait. You know what? When you sort of said the little tiny joints, I remember growing up. They used to have these little tiny slim cigarettes too.
Yep.
I don't see them anymore.
Yep.
Huh? And
A
guess what? Let me
3.5.
let me tell you something. That weed that everybody's smoking now, that ain't the weed that's of yesteryear. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of people with Alzheimer's. I don't trust, you know what I'm saying, that the weed that people are smoking now is a lot of that synthetic, a lot of that is
and,
hybrid.
and hormones. I can tell you this, I smoke, and I can definitely feel a difference in my hormones. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe that's where a lot of homosexuality is coming from. Immediately when you smoke this marijuana in the states, especially Atlanta, it's like what do you call it? A stimulant, like literally
How is
immediately.
it still? It's supposed to be a depressant.
It's a stimulant, and it makes you immediately like in the mood to
Wow.
And so I think what happens, like when dudes smoke together, what do you think happens? Well, when I drink, I feel, my hormones is up here. So imagine men drinking with other men. They must feel horny. They have to feel horny when they drink with other men. Because women feel horny. And we're the same species. Women do crazy stuff to other women when they're drunk. They might kiss you or smack you in the
Well,
butt.
that's different though, because it's fun kissing other women. But
But I'm
I
just saying,
mean,
if we do that while we're drunk, you don't think men have the same thoughts when they are
oh,
drunk?
I see the connection. Oh,
If we do that when we're
oh
drunk,
my God, I
you
didn't
don't
even
think
think of
if we
that.
if we think that when we're drunk, that oh she got a fat ass. You don't think that men think the same thing?
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Excuse my language. We're the same. Like a lot of the men forget we are the same species. So anything that I think or what's natural for me in my natural behavior is most likely going to be before natural for men to think. So if I'm like always coming across gay corn, I know they are too. If I watch a lot of like, tell me what you think about this. I said that men who are attracted to like homosexuality in women, you're attracted to homosexuality. There is no just like if you're attracted to lesbian or you watch like girls kissing girls or
Uh-huh.
you are attracted to homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Because I'm bisexual, and when people say you're in a relationship with a woman, you're bisexual, I say no, I'm in a homosexual relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when I got married to my husband was like, I don't, you're not doing women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I agree 100%. When a bisexual woman is with a lesbian woman, or if she's with another bisexual woman, that's still a homosexual relationship. So you are kind of like attracted to that. And I believe the same thing with men. Although some people are saying that there's no such thing as a bisexual man, that they're just homosexual. I don't
I think
know.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that not even just homosexual. I think that they're sex addicts. A lot of bisexual, they're not nothing sexual. They're sex
Right.
addicts, specifically for the men, because they don't really. They wouldn't. A lot of like men who, have sex with both genders. They wouldn't marry a man. They really don't want to spend the rest of their life with a man, and they don't want to spend the rest of their
Why
life with a
is
woman.
that?
They just like sex. They just like to have sex,
Okay.
which
Okay.
means that
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
sex. Like there's a lot of sex addicts, and they're not straight or gay. They're just a sex addict. They don't
Mm.
want to spend. They don't love men. They don't want to spend the rest of their life with them. They wouldn't put down their life for another man, but they would, bend them over. It's a lot of sex addicts in the world.
Okay. 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 I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this.
They
Yeah.
don't like anything. They just like sex. They don't care what they get it from, who they get it from, a dog, a cat, a man,
A
a woman,
robot, a flashlight, the
a
couch
doll,
cushions, a
a
pillow.
toy. It doesn't matter. A pillow, a hole. It doesn't matter as long as they just like they're addicted to sex.
Right.
And that's sad to say. A lot of DL men. They're not exactly what you would call gay. Like they wouldn't marry a man. They wouldn't spend the rest of their life with a man. They're just addicted to sex, and they don't care how they get it, as long as they get it,
Right.
and they can get it quick and fast.
Is there no hope for these type of men? Are they
You said what?
gone? Are there no hope for them?
I say the only hope for you, if you're this type of man, is maybe prayer to go into the spiritual realm and
I don't think that when you are when your vibrational level is that low,
well,
I don't
yeah,
think I don't think prayer is going to work on that level. You know.
isolation. Like so,
Okay.
when I say prayer, I mean into deep. I'm not talking about just getting on your knees and just praying. When I say prayer, I mean like rehab prayer. I mean
Okay.
like isolate yourself and go over to Thailand. That's what I'm about to do. Isolate yourself a month. Go on over to Thailand. Pray 3 times a day. Stop the social media. Stop the pornography
Are
and
you
all of
going to
that.
able to
And,
disconnect from social media that long?
um, if you really want to, if you really want to stop your dirty ways, if you really want to, yeah, I think it's possible, but for the most part, most people that are sex addicts will stay that way because they have really no desire to get out, and it is something hard to get away from once you get addicted to it
Because it's
because you
yeah,
can't
that's a hardcore addiction.
you can't
It's not light.
fathom you can't fathom women as actual creatures. You could only just fill your flesh up.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
A lot of them aren't religious though either, and they have no desire for religion or spirituality. They just want to live in their flesh, and that's all they care about.
They don't last long though. You need one or the other. You need spirituality or religion. You need one of them. You know what I'm saying? So okay, girl. We have talked and talked and talked. I knew. Listen, when you say what you want to talk about, I said, girl, pray to pray doesn't matter. But I knew we were going to have a lot to talk about because I like having conversations with women. You know what I'm saying? Who are on a high level and then teaching me stuff. Yes, girl, I love that. I mean, I guess the biggest shock was I never thought you to be a pick me. And now I'm a believer. But I'm so glad you are not one no more.
And Cheryl saved me. I actually have her book. I bring it to the table. Reading
Yes.
saved me. We have to go to that spa together. We could put a date for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But listen, let me tell you something. I don't do cold. You see how cold it is down here now?
Yeah.
We never had snow since 2013. I cannot believe we got snow down here now. Oh, I'm
Uh,
so mad about this.
well, luckily, from the last time it snowed, it stayed for a long time. But this one, I don't know about on your side, but it's melted right
It's
in the.
gone. I looked out there before I got on here. It's about gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Because the sun was out big time today. But yeah, we're definitely going to do a spa day. Like I said, once it stopped all the, because I hate the cold. That's the reason why I moved down here so I can get away from the cold. And then this is like this time last year, it was like in its upper 50s or mid 50s. And like now I'm like, I literally have to go outside with a daggone coat.
Mm-hmm.
A coat.
And super pants.
That don't make no sense. Anyway, as I did last time, I'm gonna put your YouTube channel. I'm gonna put your your no. What did I put on there last time? What I'm gonna do it
Probably
last time?
Instagram, maybe.
Yeah, I think I definitely put your Instagram. Do you have the link tree? You should do a link tree where you have all your
I do
links.
have one. I have a link tree in a hub store and it has all of my socials, my
Yeah,
marketing team.
send me that, text me that so I can
Okay, I
have
will.
all your stuff, and it doesn't get flagged by YouTube. So if it's because certain other links I can't link in there, but if I put a link tree in there along with your Twitter and your YouTube channel, so you're doing more videos on your YouTube channel now.
Yes, I'm doing more videos. I'll be giving out some weight loss tips,
Okay,
some story times, and some chit chat and all of that.
all right, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna send some people over there for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, as you can see, you're a wealth of information. It's fun to talk to too, and funny. I love
Thank
laughing when
you.
I'm talking to somebody. So there's that. So anyway, guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to reset up with OBS. So that's gonna take a couple of minutes, and then I'll stick with you guys for about an hour, and then we'll shut it down. So I'll for those of you who see the post video, the post recording of this, I'll have all of Candace's. I'm about to Empress. It's so easy for to say Empress.
Lady, Lady V, Lady V. All right.
Lady V or Candace's links will be available in the description box below. Okay. Any parting words before I cut the stream?
Oh, I thank you for inviting me out to the channel. I had so much fun talking to you.
Of
Um,
course, as always.
and you guys, I always enjoy with my woman telling you things that were never told to me. But unfortunately, I had to fight to know, to search to know, and I love spreading my information with those that want to hear. Unfortunately, where I come from, people they look down on me because they're like very small minded. But for big minded people and big country people, they understand me better. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm born here. I live over there, but I'm born here. My
No,
parents
I
are
did not
born.
know that.
I'm
Oh,
born. I'm
okay.
born in New York. From born, I have the American
Oh,
citizenship.
New York, not Atlanta. Okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm born in New York. Like most Caribbean people.
okay.
So yeah, and, from the Bronx to back home to back here, and who knows where next.
Okay,
But I have a
cool.
lot of bases. I have a lot of bases. I have a lot of information. I'm very well traveled. And all I want to do is share my information. And, I appreciate when people like yourself give me the opportunity to change my narrative because, when you come from an industry, people want to kind of hold you to that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
want to
No,
keep you there.
I don't know. I don't. I let people be who they are. But then again, I'm in the industry, so I totally understand. I'm coming from a sympathetic type of position.
They don't want to hear us talk. Honestly, like every time I talk, like to people from where I'm from, they'll tell, "Oh, shut up and turn around." Like they try to do things to degrade you and hold you back and all that stuff. And
Hmm.
so to them, that's honestly why I don't give the information I tell you because no, I just don't believe I'm gonna help you just for you to like talk like you don't even like people like me.
Right,
So
right.
I like coming on here and speaking with people that are more like me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thank you for the opportunity.
No
I'm
problem. We're
looking for
gonna
that
have more of
following.
these in the future. Okay, as long
Yeah,
as you over here, we're gonna keep doing it. Okay.
yeah, of course.
All right. Okay, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna shut this stream down. Give me I want to say 10 minutes, no more than 15 minutes to come back. And I will see you in about about that time. So let me just shut it down, okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.